How do you perceive yourself? Is it the same as how others perceive you? This is the perception puzzle. Welcome to an exploration of the human psyche, a journey into the labyrinth of self-perception and the perception of others. It's a dance of mirrors reflecting not only who we are, but also how we appear in the eyes of others. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror. What do you see? A confident individual, a compassionate soul, or perhaps a quirky character? This is your self-perception, your personal interpretation of who you are, influenced by your beliefs, values, and experiences. It's the image of self that you project onto the world, the character you play in the grand theater of life. Now imagine that mirror shattering into a million pieces. Each fragment reflects a different angle of you, as seen through the eyes of others. That's the perception of others, their interpretation of who you are, influenced by their beliefs, values, and experiences. It's the image of you that they carry in their minds, the character you play in their personal narratives. But here's the catch. Your self-perception and the perception of others may not always align. The confident individual you see might appear arrogant to someone else. The compassionate soul you embody might seem overly sensitive to another. This discrepancy, this gap between self-perception and the perception of others can have profound implications on our interactions and relationships. Misunderstandings may arise, feelings may be hurt, relationships may be strained, all because of the fascinating, complex, and sometimes befuddling perception puzzle. In this video, we'll delve deeper into this intriguing topic. We'll explore why these perception gaps occur, how they influence our lives, and most importantly, how we can bridge them to foster better understanding and harmony. Now imagine a story that perfectly illustrates this idea. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Let's dive in. There once lived a painter who was known for his eccentricity and the captivating charm of his artwork. His paintings had a mesmerizing quality, a blend of vibrant hues and imaginative themes that left the viewers in awe. Yet the painter himself was never quite satisfied with his creations. He would spend hours, days, even weeks perfecting a single piece. He would scrutinize every detail, every color, every brush stroke. No matter how much he tried, he could never see his work the way others did. His perception was clouded by his own self-doubt and criticism. The people around him, however, saw things differently. They were captivated by his art, drawn in by the unique style and the depth of emotion his paintings evoked. They saw a master craftsman, a genius at work. His paintings sold for high prices and were displayed in the most prestigious galleries around the world. Yet the painter felt a deep disconnect. He could not understand why people admired his work so much. He saw flaws, imperfections, places where he could have done better. He was his own harshest critic, unable to appreciate his talent the way others did. The painter's perception of his own work was vastly different from how others perceived it. And this is not an uncommon phenomenon. We often see ourselves through a distorted lens, focusing on our flaws and shortcomings, unable to see the beauty and talent that others see in us. Perception is a tricky thing. It is influenced by a myriad of factors, from our past experiences to our current state of mind. And while it is essential to strive for improvement and growth, it is equally important to recognize and appreciate our strengths and achievements. The painter's story is a poignant reminder of this. Despite his success and acclaim, he was unable to see the beauty in his own work. His perception was clouded by his own insecurities and self-doubt. So what can we learn from this story of the painter? The painter's story is not an isolated one. It reflects a common human experience. So what can we glean from this narrative? Well, the first lesson is that perception is a tricky beast. We all have an image of ourselves, a self-portrait, if you will, that we've painstakingly crafted over the years. But the thing is, this self-portrait is often at odds with how the world sees us. We might think of ourselves as the life of the party, while others see us as the quiet observer. We might consider ourselves a stickler for detail, while others perceive us as nitpicky. It's like we're all walking around wearing a pair of glasses with lenses tinted by our own biases and experiences. This brings us to our second point. We often underestimate or overestimate ourselves. It's human nature. We're either our own worst critics or our own biggest fans. We're quick to downplay our strengths and highlight our weaknesses, or vice versa. We see ourselves through a distorted lens, and this distortion can lead us to misjudge our own abilities and potential. But here's the twist. Others may perceive us differently. They can see strengths we've overlooked or flaws we're blind to. They can offer a fresh perspective, a reality check, a nudge in the right direction. This leads us to our final takeaway. Understanding this difference in perception is crucial. It can help us communicate and relate better with others. It can lead to healthier relationships, more effective teamwork, and a stronger sense of self-awareness. By acknowledging the difference between how we see ourselves and how others see us, we can start to align our self-perception with reality. We can start to paint a more accurate self-portrait, one that reflects not just our own perspective, but the perspectives of those around us. But how can we bridge this perception gap? Bridging the perception gap is not easy, but it is possible. Now that we've unraveled the complex layers of perception, let's delve into some practical tips to better comprehend how others perceive you. Firstly, don't shy away from seeking feedback. It's quite enlightening to understand how your actions, words, and even silence are interpreted by those around you. Be open to constructive criticism, but remember it's just another perspective, not an absolute truth. Secondly, cultivate self-awareness. This is about knowing yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, and how you come across to others. It's like holding a mirror to your personality. Start by observing your thoughts, emotions, reactions, and behaviors. Journaling can be a great tool for this. Thirdly, understand that people's perceptions are often tinted by their own experiences and biases. We all see the world through our unique lenses. Someone's perception of you might be more about them than it is about you. This realization can help you respond to others with more empathy and less judgment. Lastly, remember that bridging the perception gap is not about conforming to people's expectations. It's about understanding different perspectives, respecting them, and then making conscious choices about how you want to be perceived. With these tools, you can start to see yourself as others do. But remember, the most important perception is the one you hold of yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, your story. So be the author, not just a character. Understanding how others perceive us is a journey, not a destination. And what a journey it has been, unraveling the perception puzzle, tracing its story, learning lessons, and bridging the perception gap. Remember, the magic lies in understanding how deeply perception influences our daily lives. If you found this video insightful, do subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts on this fascinating topic. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.